All right, welcome back to the show, 912 Crew Sports. We got Mac Edwards, we got Jordy Tippins, and we got Jaron Lewis, and we got a special guest today, Coach Keith Wasson.
Yes, sir.
Head coach of Pinewood
Fighting
football
Patriots.
team.
Fighting Patriots.
Fighting Patriots. He's joined the show today.
Athletic
Athletic
director.
director, yeah. So I guess let's start. We'll get to the interview, Coach, but there are some things that we need to talk about.
Okay.
We got Indiana.
What? Huh? What'd you say?
I said Alabama.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
We'll get on it.
Well, that's actually the first score that I got. Indiana 38, Alabama 3.
Thank you.
An absolute beatdown.
Hey,
All about the A.
the same amount of negative yards y'all had in the game against Georgia.
If you're going to play football and coach football the way that was coached, you deserve to lose.
Yeah.
Point blank, period.
Portland,
And I'm going to tell you something right now. Stingetti,
He's got aura.
is possibly Nick Saban reincarnated if Nick Saban passed.
Oh, yeah?
Did you see the scowls?
Oh my gosh, yeah. The looks.
His players weren't playing because they wanted to. They were playing because they were scared of him.
They knew they had to.
That fourth down little thing that they did where they ran everybody out there and they tried to draw them off sides and then they changed the play. It was a bad look.
Coach, how much more time can you give a defense to get ready than to come out there, say you're going to fake it, you don't get anybody jumped, then come back out again, try to draw them off sides, and then come back out a third time and say, oh, we're going to go for it now.
Is that an Indiana shirt? Is
No,
that
It does look like the Hoosier Red
a Hoosier shirt?
bandwagon.
This is what you get when you come straight from the office to the podcast.
Right.
That's what you get.
Yep. Dedication.
Okay.
So enough about that. Georgia Ole Miss.
Let's talk about Georgia.
Yeah, 34-39. I said in the first half in the chat, I was like, this is going to be a classic.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was a great game, all around from both teams. Like, you had great plays. The fake punt in the fourth, I thought that was a great call.
It was a great suspenseful game.
Yeah.
It was not a great game.
Right. Yeah. True.
But, yeah, it was like the whole time I was sitting right here watching it, my heart was beating and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But, that's what you want in a game. But, there's a lot of stuff that, of course, sitting on the couch is easy.
Oh, yeah.
Game time stuff. But,
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you, and this is not for any other Georgia fan other than Jaron Lewis, because I'm a trashy winner now. Only with Jaron.
what'd you win?
I won you losing. That's what I won. Yeah. I won you getting out of the national championship race. Okay. That's what I won this week. Okay. That's what I won. Because guess who's sitting in the house while everybody else is playing? Me and you. Me and you. We're gonna sit together. Me and you.
The other game was Oregon 23, Texas Tech 0.
Was there another game?
I don't see that as even.
And Miami 24.
We're just showing us more reasons why. And again, I hate saying this, and it tastes like vinegar on my tongue. But another reason why Notre Dame should have been in.
Oh.
Yeah, Texas Tech.
I think they had the teams right.
Texas Tech.
Notre
You
Dame.
got to kill. You got to be kidding. No.
Was the JMU game more competitive than that game?
I would say so. JMU came to play. JMU came to play.
Right. Yeah.
And didn't give up.
I know. All right. Miami 24, Ohio State 14. Only observation I have from that is I'm just glad Ohio State lost, to be honest.
Where'd their quarterback come from?
Who's?
Miami's.
I think he's a freshman, actually.
No, not
So
Miami.
did we get a little bit of a win? So did we actually
I think that actually hurts you. I think that don't help your argument. I think when your former starting quarterback goes
that we prepped him for 3 years. And
Yeah.
he's doing
yeah. He's on a winning team. You wouldn't know anything about that.
Not this year. I know about losing by 3 points instead of 30.
All right, move on.
Yep. So the CFP bracket that we put online, we had about 30 to 31 entries. We have 5 entries that have 80 points. You got Snowman 44.
Stop.
Yep, he's in there.
Snowman 44.
Butch, Keaton Smith, Brandon Sapp, and Sydney Jernigan. And then we got 9 entries that have 70. Sydney Jernigan?
Okay, she spelled. I didn't know she could
She
spell
copied
football.
Butch's. She copied Butch's.
Yeah.
I'm just going by Facebook.
must
Hey,
be Bishop.
don't.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Must be
That's
Bishop.
Yeah, sorry. Shout out Sydney Jernigan. 9 entries that have 70 points and 4 entries that have 60 points. So still some opportunity left to win. One person left with a potential matchup still in play. The final is yours truly.
Really?
Indiana, Miami. That's who I picked. 28 people picked either Georgia or OSU or Alabama in the final. 2 people picked Miami, Indiana. And that's pretty much, I mean, I've got the final.
I think it's going to be Miami, Indiana now, sitting at the 40,000 feet view. I mean, Indiana's the team to beat right now.
I think they're the team to beat, but I don't know. I don't know who to pick out of Ole Miss and Miami.
Yeah, Ole Miss looked really good. I mean,
Ole Miss beat Georgia.
Yeah.
They wasn't much.
Georgia's still out about Indiana.
Oh. All right. Well, I do have. Oh, and then I had that. I was sitting. I'm like, let's create some content, right? So I put that video, and that thing went super viral.
Oh yeah, it did.
And
190.
No. About 230K right now.
Did it really? 230K. Hashtag
over
230K.
And I kind of regret it because there's like 300 comments of just people just. I got some actually. Hold on. You got somebody saying Gunner is tougher than a $2 steak. I would be in intensive care.
Yeah.
Helmet to helmet contact, referee blind. Lot of great spelling and punctuation. Georgia quarterback got well the right way to the SEC. Don't know what that meant, but prayers for Stockton for healing from this uncalled for hit and ruthless player that delivered it. Prayer hand emoji. And then somebody said, "That's my quarterback." While you're at it, show the multiple face mask violations by Georgia that officials ignored. And then multiple people said, "But they lost, and they lost the game, and they lost the game." People just trolling Georgia fans. I mean, it was back and forth. Just people just at each other's throats.
Georgia fan but Jared. That's the only one I want.
Right.
That's the only one you need to be worried about.
Yeah. Hey, what about while we're talking about your Facebook post and your editing? I just appreciate the fact that you put Jaron in the casket with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
had that planned the whole time. I'm like, if I do it to Mac, I got to do it to everybody else.
Because I'm just going to tell you, me being in that casket for an hour and a half by myself, it's pretty ruthless.
I think they buried you a little deeper than that.
He was on the bottom.
Ruthless when I was by myself.
Way on the bottom.
I'm just going to say, but I was very, very thankful that at the end of the night he was in the casket with me.
Yeah, I had it ready.
I appreciate your editing skills.
In the fourth quarter, I'm like, I got to start making one for it. Oh, gosh. All right, so I do have one story that I need to tell because I went to Epic Universal for 2 days. My wife planned most of it, so I'm just there, right? Anyways, day 2, I'm done, right? My feet hurt.
Are you chafing
Oh, I know where this is going.
No chafing. I don't think you do know where it's going.
No chafing.
No chafing. Zero chafe.
Hashtag zero chafe.
Anyways, we get on this Harry Potter ride, and there's like a cart, right? And you have it's like a motorcycle ride, and you have a cart beside the motorcycle. So there's 2 people up front and 2 people up back. So me, my wife, and JJ, and they get up front, and I got to ride with somebody in the back, and they get a person from the other line, single rider, has to ride with me, and so we get in and. I told my wife, I'm just going to describe the woman that gets beside me. She was a beautiful woman, all spandex, and she gets right in the seat next to me. And as soon as that happens, Lynette's like looking back at me.
It was your fault.
looking back at
Jealousy.
me. Looking back at me. And she spoke no English. 90% of the people there were foreign, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, you know, the ride goes fine. And at the end of the ride, I felt like I needed to say something because we just, you know, I was like, good job driving. And we did a fist bump, right? And then at that time, JJ does this, right? And looks at me and sees that. He looks at her and then looks at me and then goes,
like, no, he did not.
yes. I was like, he did like the hubba hubba, like.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
I just thought that was hilarious. I'm like, son, what's wrong with you?
Turn right.
But yeah, that was
Jerry, what would have happened if that had been you and Heather?
About the same thing. But see, stuff like that don't happen to me. I go to the other end of the spectrum.
I got you.
Like,
Yeah.
Heather's gonna look back at me and go,
Yeah.
because I'm not getting a normal
That
person.
black cloud getting.
There's no normal
Right.
person getting in the cab with me.
No, I'll be there and then I'll listen to 30 minutes of how I was too nice. I mean, just like one particular time, went to a restaurant, and this is why, if you ever go eat with me, and I get my credit card back, I immediately hand the tip receipt to my wife for her to fill out.
I do the same thing.
Because I'm not putting no number on there
Yeah.
ever again. I put a number.
It'll be wrong.
I put a number on
It'll
there
be
one
too
time,
low.
And it was because she was flirting with me, because I was flirting with her, the whole 9 yards.
But let's be real.
And I'm like, Leah,
It's because it was.
I'm like, look at me. I ain't no catch. There's no chance of losing this unless you get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, who wants a 35-year-old that's on 2 blood pressure medicines and has to take testosterone every week?
And the Alabama
You know?
fans.
Yeah. Oh, dirt. That's why Jenna hit you with that baseball bat. Right there. All right, go ahead.
All right.
I can't even have a conversation. Jared taking me out.
All right. So let's get into our interview of Coach Wasson. So
Yes.
I've got plenty of questions. If you guys feel led, you can jump in at any time. But I did do some research, just a little bit. You know, class of '96 at Pinewood, graduate of Georgia Southern, and you earned your master's degree in education leadership from Walden University.
Yep.
Where's Walden?
It was online.
Online. Okay,
Online.
gotcha. Named head coach in '04.
Yep.
Right. You have 3 sons, Mick, Will, and Sam. Is Sam the only one still in school?
Yep. He's the
Okay.
only one at Pinewood. Yep.
Okay. You coached, and this is where I got this from an article that was on the PCA website, but you coached over 200 plus games. I don't know if 150 so wins, or maybe 160, somewhere around there.
That sounds. Yeah, we'll go with that.
You know, Pinewood teams under him have won at least 8 region champions and a state runner-up 4 times.
Yep.
Right. So, I mean, great tenure. I mean, you've got a lot of games under your belt, and you know, I do like to appreciate, you know, a coach that's been there for a long time and put in a lot of time and effort with a local school, and you know, thank you for doing that.
Yes.
And I appreciate that. But first, I want to ask you, what was your first job?
Oh, my first job. Yep. Besides doing the usual cutting grass coming up for people and things like that, I worked at the Ace Hardware in Glenville.
Really?
Okay.
Yep. Worked there from, time I was about 15 through. I was actually working there when I was in college and helping out at Pinewood.
Okay.
Yep.
And Glenville was where your family's from, right?
Yeah. Okay. From Glenville, born and raised.
Cool. All right. How does Coach Wasson relax? How do you relax?
I don't know that I do.
You don't know? Fair.
But no, I mean, I enjoy hunting, fishing, just
Right.
kind of hanging out with my boys. They enjoy doing those things and just being around them and just trying to keep up with them most of the time.
Yeah. Right.
So
What's your favorite, like you said, hunting? Like, deer hunt, dove, duck?
everything. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Me and Sam, we hit it pretty hard this holiday. So he wants to go. As long as it's daylight, he wants to hunt something.
Really?
Yeah, so it's just being with him and keeping up with him mainly.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah,
I
but
can imagine.
all right. What's your favorite part of coaching football?
Ooh, I guess just seeing the kids, how they grow and mature, and not just from year to year, but over their span at Pinewood. Because I've been there long enough. I see them start in the 5th and 6th grade and just grow and just see how they change. And I also like the fact that each year each team is different. They have a different personality, a different mindset. A lot of it's the same kids, but each year it's different.
Right.
And I really enjoy to see, and I can't tell from one year to the next what it's going to end up being.
Yeah.
And so just seeing them and how they grow and mature and how they change over their course.
Yeah, I bet that is hard. But you get one kid, especially in high school, one kid might come in as a freshman with no neck, and then by the time he's a junior, he's got a very good score in the weight room, and he's one of the bigger guys on the line. You don't know you don't know their future, I guess you'd say, when you're growing.
And you're constantly surprised, in good ways and bad ways. I mean, honestly, you're constantly surprised year after year, and that's what a lot of times in a situation as small as we are, that's what makes you or breaks you.
Yeah.
If you got a lot of good surprises or bad surprises, that's what makes or breaks you.
It was the same way when I was coaching the shotgun team. I'd always, whenever we were going into state or whatever, I knew I had 4 or 5 shooters that was going to do really well. And I'd always, in my mind, I'd always say, I'm going to have 1 or 2 surprises.
Yeah.
Somebody that's going to do really
will.
well that I'm not thinking of right now that's going to do really well. But that's funny you said that.
And that's what it takes to the unexpected,
Yep.
to put you over the edge. Yeah, absolutely.
To make up for potential talent.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. This is a hypothetical. If me, Jaron, and Mac are freshmen, right?
Okay.
Keep in mind we may not look like just keep in mind that we're like freshmen in high school. We come out for our first practice. Where's Coach Wasson putting each of us?
This is going to be simple for me.
Yeah.
It might not be fair because he coached me.
Yeah, I know where he's going, and that's going to be wherever he wants to play, because he's going to be the best one out. No offense, I didn't see y'all, but he was a stud. Definitely line.
Yep. See, hey, buddy, I played it.
That's surprising to me.
Let me see, 2nd grade to 12th grade. It's going to be hard. We've talked about this. I had one experience at tight end. One experience.
Yeah.
And you dropped the ball.
And I dropped it.
Yep.
And I dropped it. But hey, defensive end and every other.
I thought you'd be more like a cornerback.
Yeah. I got some.
I've
good
seen you
hips.
backpedal.
I got some good hips. I got some good hips.
All right.
And George, I didn't put you in there yet.
Yeah.
You would definitely be in a skill position type setting. I'd have
what
to
I
see
would-
you run, throw, do a little bit before.
He has deceptive speed, and it's on the side. You know how you were talking about those ones that surprise you, good and bad.
Yeah.
His deceptive speed is on the bad side, because you would look at him and say, "This cat's gonna be pretty."
He can
athletic."
move.
And snails. Now I will tell you, we were undefeated 2 years with Jordy at quarterback.
Thank you. I mean, I was kind of getting my arm ready,
Undefeated.
So he's the wide receiver that you put 2 steps from the sideline just to take a defensive player out there?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I can handle that.
And
you could be an H-back.
Yeah. Or middle linebacker or something like that,
No,
big.
not in the middle linebacker. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Yeah. All right, where are you putting Jaron?
He would fullback, running back, about where he played. I mean, he started out as a center, ended up in the backfield. He was definitely a player, and I will say, and this is something I always tell other coaches that I see around the state when we all sitting around talking. Jason Gerald played with Jaron. I think we played John Millage one night, and I think we ran the same play, the exact same play, 42 times. Blast. All right. Jaron was the lead blocker for Jason. Jason carried it like 32 or 36 times. Was not told the other times that Jason didn't carry it, Jaron went to tailback and carried it those times. So he ran the same play. I mean, and that's just a play. That's an isolation play straight up the middle. Just here it comes. Can you stop it? And it was that was a very memorable night. I'm sure you still remember it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bruce Purcell actually came out to the house the other day and got Randall's lawnmower, and he was talking about, and he was like, "Yeah, Jaron was a hell of a running back." I'm like, "Oh, yeah? Tell me more."
More of a blocking back.
Well, it's like looking around here. It looks like Jared can do anything. It's the same way on the football field or baseball field. Don't matter. Just put him wherever he's going to be fine.
He's a jack of all trades, master of none.
A scrambler. All right. If you could go back in time and talk to 04 Coach Wasson, what would you tell him?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Could be anything. It'd be like, hey, stop eating.
It would probably be something more along that lines than the coaching lines. But it was, you know, I don't care what business or what profession you go into, you're never really ready to be the head guy. And you could probably, attest to this. It's one of those things, you think you got things figured out, but until you sit in that seat, there's a lot you got to learn just from being the head guy. And, I was very grateful to have some great guys around me for the first, I still have them, but especially early in my career to help me out. And, I was very blessed and fortunate to have that.
Cool.
Yeah, you have a blue million things of what you're going to do, and until you're sitting in that seat and you realize, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Right. I can't do this. I can do this, but it is nowhere near what I thought it was going to be.
And then the longer you're there, you do figure out, well, maybe I can do that, but it just takes a while to figure out the process and how to get things done. It's not as clean cut as you think it is.
That's an awesome answer.
I got a question that kind of echoes that. So you've been coaching football, head coach for 22 years?
22, yep.
All right. How much, and like I said, I know you started coaching me when I was in the 7th grade, so that was in 97.
Yeah.
How much has football changed from then until now? I mean,
a lot.
Because we all can sit around and say, back when I played, we wouldn't have done that, or this wouldn't have happened, and that's just old has-beens talking. But really, how much has it changed? Because to me, what I see is like the physical aspect of the game that I played is gone. I don't think I could make it through a game now, or anybody that I played with, or the other teams without targeting calls. Yeah. And the teams that I played on, I don't think we would have won a game if we couldn't be physical. Because we were not very athletic as far as fast or skilled or anything like that. We were coming, when you come and played us, we was going to hit you dead in the nose, and that's the way we played. And that won us some games. But you take that away from us, I don't think we win at all.
Well, that is probably one of the biggest things is, you can't coach the same now that you could 20 years ago. Right. 20 years ago, we could take a group of kids, who may not be the best athletes, may not be the biggest, fastest, strongest, but we can make you tough, we can make you mean, we can make you hard-nosed, and like you say, we can win some games. Yeah. Nowadays, with all the stuff you have to deal with, you can't do that.
I saw y'all practicing in the early mornings because of the daggone projected heat.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. And that's...
And then even on top of that, as far as contact at practice, you have a list of things you can and can't do. You have to chart every day how many minutes you spend in this and that. And I mean, it's very, I don't know, legalistic, maybe be the best word. Right. But one thing I think that, on the flip side of that, now we are a lot faster. Right. I mean, I remember when I first started out back in 04, if we had 3 kids who could break a 5 in the 40, hey, we could run.
We did.
We were
geared real low.
Yeah.
Back then, if I had 3 or 4, we could run. Yeah. Now I better have 10 or 12. Yeah. And a lot of them needs to be, in the lower 4s or not. But in the strength and conditioning has changed drastically. We're in the weight room, 12 months out of the year, getting it as hard as we can go.
That's the only thing I wish that we would have had then.
Yeah.
Was the strength and conditioning stuff like they have now. The weight rooms, the machines, the plans, everything to do. In
the new weight room is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
amazing.
That's been a big addition.
That is
big
awesome.
addition.
It is. I mean, you can't
We got a new weight room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's it at? That new building back there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
That whole facility has been a great addition. It's going to be a great asset for us over the years. And
well, I mean, I was just when I went in there the other night with wrestling, I was like, could you imagine the alarm going off for lightning strike and having something like this that you could come into? I mean,
yeah.
dude, I mean, just that. I mean, I remember when we used to sit in computer class and go, "Is it raining today?"
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, man. Appeared on that tin roof up there at Pineville, we'd be like, oh. then it would quit in about 30 minutes, and it'd be 1,000% humidity, and the ground's wet. And it's like, God,
yeah. And let somebody every practice would say, "God, man, I thought it was going to rain, but we wouldn't have to practice. Line them up." It's like, God, why'd you have to run your mouth? But yes, now you got.
You got options. No, you got options now. You got options.
All right. The next question I got, and I've heard this guy's name, forever, Buck Cravey, right? I never knew him, right? But I've heard thousands of stories about him. But I wanted to ask, what is the most important thing that you took away from learning under Buck Cravey? Or it could be anything, to be honest.
Yeah. Biggest thing is just staying the course. I mean, he was a very, I'm not trying to sell him short, but he was a very simplistic coach.
Yeah.
You don't do a whole lot of things, but what you do, you're going to do really good and be really good at. We run the same plays hundreds of times, over and over and over and over. That's all he wanted.
That's all you got.
And being complex and always being better. Just little things like that I picked up from him over the years. And, I played for him, coached with him. He was probably my main mentor as far as, in the coaching sector, right. Football coaching. Just be you, be simple, and just get the job done.
Yeah, we have a similar kind of saying with law enforcement. You fear the man that only has one gun. Because he's very good at it. And that's what I played for Jay, and he was very.
Oh, did you? Okay, yeah.
I mean, it was very much 33 lead a gazillion times.
You said a while ago you thought it was Saban reincarnated with all the scowls and all from the Indiana coach. You said they didn't think that they were not playing because they wanted to win, but because they were scared. Yeah, that was Buck Cravey.
He never hollered much. I mean, he wasn't a screamer.
If you made a good tackle or done what you were supposed to in Oklahoma drill, it'd be him on top of you, beating you in the helmet with his hat, falling down in the crowd with you. I mean, he was all about it.
That's awesome.
All right, and I saw on that article, it was a picture of you, Buck Cravey, Ferris Rogers, and Lowell Coley, and yourself. I know the field is Lowell Coley Field, right? So I wanted to kind of, I don't know him, never knew him, but tell me a little bit about Lowell Coley and his influence on you and your coaching career.
Well, I think besides me, he was the other coach that was there for forever until he passed away. But he was just a staple of Pinewood football. I mean, he was, when you thought of Pinewood football, he was the guy who was there from the start.
Uncle Lowell.
Uncle Lowell, Uncle Lowell. He was there from the start until, like I say, he just couldn't physically do it anymore. And old school, learn. I still, the amount of sayings that he used to have, and half of them we probably shouldn't repeat. But just old school, hard nosed football coach. He was a lay coach, a community coach, and he had what we consider a real job, and he did that out of the kindness of his heart and just enjoyed doing it. He will always be Pinewood football.
That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was like, he had to be something special because he got the field.
Oh, yeah.
He loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was his, he loved it.
All right, my next question is just an ask. You don't have to do it, but can you give me your best Ferris Rogers impersonation? I can do it for you if you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me get yours.
Let me say, come on, guys. That's all I got.
Okay.
He told me this morning when I was dropping the kids off that he somehow knew that we were recording tonight
Oh, gosh,
You
okay.
know how he is. He just knows everything. And he was like, tell Jordy it was more like 1 million points scored on that thing.
Oh,
On the goal.
oh, okay. Yeah.
More like 1 million.
Yeah, 1 million. Yeah, we talked about that court at his house, or Mr. Raleigh's house, and how many baskets have been scored on that, you know.
Well, and the thing that made it so, like in his, and I can say this because Dad grew up with him, but in that neighborhood where he grew up, there was like 50 or 60 kids all the same age.
Yeah.
They were all the same age.
Yeah.
So they just, all of them just played basketball at Raleigh's house all the time. I mean, even like me as a child going over there and shooting basketball and looking at the daggum, what were those things called? The koi.
Yeah.
Huh?
Baby Mac?
It was. I lived down the road from him, smart behind.
Baby Mac.
I lived at 104 Barnes Street, right down the road from him.
Baby Mac.
Don't start your mess with me.
All right. Lovey Ferris. All right, I got a hypothetical. 4th and goal, 5-yard line, game on the line. I tell you, you can call someone to call the play for you. Can't be a coach on your team. Who you calling?
Anybody?
It could be anybody, yeah. Who you calling? 4th and goal.
I'll probably call Mac.
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably call Mac. For no other reason, just to see what he's coming up with.
Yeah, he's a big scheme
He's
guy.
a big schemer?
Yeah,
You guy.
Yeah, that's a great answer. All right, another hypothetical. What Hollywood actor would play you in a movie?
Holy cow. I don't know enough about Hollywood actors.
I got Tom Hanks, a little on the older side. Chris Pratt, a little newer contemporary. And I got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
No.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, let's go with him.
There we go. There we go.
Go The Rock.
Or I thought George Clooney.
What was the little guy that got so famous during COVID? He made the little TikToks. He was a real little guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Lindsay, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. The guy that.
Tiger King.
What are y'all doing?
I ain't got nothing on that, man.
Anyway, you're going to have to cut this out. But anyway, I'll show it to us afterwards. But that's who I want Jaren's actor to be. Just a little guy.
Alabama thing.
No, he's a little guy.
Yeah.
If
that's
I show you,
right. It's Alabama thing.
don't start. Cut it out.
No, I'm leaving that one in. What is there one win that sticks out to you as being more special than all the others?
I'll tell you this, and this may be hard to believe, but I think it was in 2010 we went 1-9.
Okay.
And that one win, it was like the 9th game of the year.
Oh, yeah.
It was against Trinity at our place, and honestly, that was one of the best wins I've ever experienced.
Right.
I mean, it was just
a close game.
Yeah, it was a close game, and we ended up somehow upsetting them because we definitely weren't the favorite in that game. But and talking to the coaches over the years who were a part of that, they were like, "Man, that was a good win just to get that one." Yeah. But besides that, there's been a bunch of good wins, and I think it was in 2014 semifinal game at our place against John Miller's to send us to the state championship was a good one. A lot of them are those games, a region championship maybe, or a semifinal game that sent you to the state championship. Those are always, big and special. But like I say, that one from that we beat Trinity that year that, was our only win of the year.
Yeah.
That was huge. That was huge.
Anything to not get a goose egg.
That's right. That's right.
Was there ever a game that you can remember that you were not supposed to win that you won? Is it like?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had good softball teams. We had a good one this year. When we come on the field, we were expected to win.
Yeah.
It was like if somebody beat us, we weren't supposed to lose. And it's almost, it's fun to win and do that, but it's a little bit more extra pressure then. Yeah. But I've had teams too that we've won games we weren't supposed to, and those are always a little bit.
We were playing up at George Walton. This was 08, 09 time frame, and George Walton's a lot bigger than us. There, I don't know why I scheduled them or whoever. It wasn't me, but. We were not supposed to win that game, and we did. And there's a few of those over the years, but those are always special games.
I remember the game. I think I went and called that game on the radio. Got there late because it was way further than what I thought.
Oh yeah, and you can't get there from here.
All right, I've got, you may have to go back and remember this. If you don't, it's fine. But we're talking about the 06, 08 years, and I talked to a few of your former players, and they said that they wanted me to ask you, do you remember any certain questions that the players in the huddle would ask you? And if you don't want to say what they said, because it could be good, could be bad, could be funny, but do you remember?
I do remember.
Okay.
I do remember.
Okay. All right.
I do.
Just wanted to know. Do you remember anything about the preparation for the state championship game that you coached? That was kind of a vague question, but.
That same era?
Yes.
In 07? I mean, I remember bits and pieces about it, but
okay.
That's been a long time ago.
Yeah.
I should have been like, what do you mean by this?
Yeah.
It was pretty broad. I know, right? All right, so I've got.
It's somebody our age, so I mean, who were you talking to?
Can't give away my sources. This is journalism integrity, what I'm doing here, bud. All right, so this segment is called All Gas, No Brakes. Okay, so I'm gonna give you two things, and you got to pick one. All right, and if you don't want to answer, just pass. It's fine. All right, all gas, no brakes.
Pops something up that says all gas.
Yeah, absolutely. Presented by Claxon Oil. Parkers or Bernies?
Bernie's.
Absolutely good answer. Tom Brady or Peyton Manning?
Brady.
Offense or defense?
Defense.
Look at I knew it. I was hoping you were going to say offense.
Blitz or zone?
Oh, blitz.
All right, yeah. Sweet tea or soda?
Neither.
All right. Music in the locker room or silence?
Silence.
Ooh, okay. Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Tiger Woods or Jack Nicklaus?
Tiger.
6 or 7?
Both.
I still don't even understand.
All right. Round of golf or steak dinner?
Where's the golf at? Where's the steak at? That has a lot. That has a lot to go with
That
it.
is true.
All right. Run or pass?
Run.
Cap or no cap?
Cap.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
All right. Good deal. And that's it for the All Gas No Brakes.
He did really good.
Yeah. But you guys got anything you want to talk about? Because that's everything I got. You guys off the cuff, y'all want to talk about?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So this is one thing we talked about targeting earlier, and in the Georgia game, we had one of the kids got threw out for targeting, and I do think per definition of targeting, I think it fit. Do I think it was targeting? I don't. I think it was a football play. Same thing with the hit on Gunnar Stockton that we've seen on the internet. Everybody's kind of made a big deal with this one targeting. Like if the other was targeting, I thought that was too, but I don't think either one of them should have been called for targeting. I don't think the kid should be thrown out.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should be 15-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah.
Kid stays in. But the kid that got threw out, what was he supposed to do other than what he done in that situation?
Yeah.
He didn't lead with his helmet. Like that's what they told us right there. I can Coach Craigie right there. That's what you led with. That right there. And that's what he told you right there.
Oh yeah.
And he rolled his shoulder. He hit him. I didn't think he was defenseless. I mean, it was targeted and he got threw out. Like it really surprised me when they tossed him. But what can you do in that situation? Are you supposed to let him go? You let him get the first down. You let him get around you. I mean, I know the guy was halfway tackling him too at that time, but I don't know what to do. And why can't an offensive player be called for targeting?
Right.
Why don't
running back.
If he's going to lower his head and run me over, am I supposed to just take it?
Yeah.
As a defensive player?
Well, this is going to piggyback. I'm going to let him answer, but this is going to piggyback the question I had for him. So go ahead. I mean, I don't think.
It's not a question. It's just open discussion.
I don't think there's anything you can do other than rule change. But that's going to dive off into what I want to talk about. So I'll let you kind of conversate a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just a tough situation. I mean, anytime it's, you let other people decide, if it is this or if it is that, it's hard to tell. I mean, it's just part of the legality of the game now. I mean, it's just another layer of it.
And they're so, and I know this is going to sound terrible, and I don't mean it this way, but they're so worried about reducing injuries that I really feel like we're gonna start seeing more really bad injuries, because I was always told, and I'm not a doctor, so we'd have to ask Heather or somebody like that. But my whole career of playing football, I was told you only get hurt when you go slow. Like if you take something off and they hit you hard, you're going to be hurt.
Right.
Like, don't take nothing off. You do what we teach you. You do how I teach you to tackle, and you do it that way. It's 100 mile an hour, because when you slow up for something, you're going to get hurt. And I really feel like you're going to see a lot of people, especially moving from that high school level to college, that are going to get in there and they're probably going to not even have a career, because they're going to come in there trying to change that and be going half speed and get tore up. That's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it sucks that it's kind of open for interpretation by officials, which I get that the inherent thing that they're doing is trying to protect players, and I think over the past 20 years the game has gotten safer, and people that grew up the way you grew up, and it's a different game.
Yeah.
So it feels
Athletes
weird.
are a lot better now too.
Yeah.
Like they can really
True.
inflict some pain.
Yeah.
If you let them just headhunt or drag it out over the middle right now,
Oh.
like it'd be bad.
Yeah.
You think about when we played, there was like maybe on a good team 5 people that could run through a tackle.
Yeah.
That could really run through a tackle and make somebody feel it. The rest of it was somebody was holding on or a shirt tackle or whatever.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, just like the other day, it's been during football season, when your nephew I don't remember kids being that big. Like his hips, when he came over, I was running. I thought a bull was coming. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just,
Talking about the St. Andrews game?
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we're on the sideline, and I mean, I just don't remember kids being that big. I can tell you, I remember the Pinewood boys when I was in school, and they was just as big as me. They wasn't we were all undersized. You know, I mean, the biggest one in y'all's class or y'all's grade or y'all's school when I was there was like Gordon.
Yeah.
Like he was the
was
biggest
huge.
guy.
Yeah.
And me and him were the same size. But okay, going to my question. With all the rule changes, I can't stand a daggum rule change. Like, it's a game. Let's play. Quit being like Uno and changing the dang rules every 5 minutes.
At the time, the daylight savings.
I mean, quit doing all this, man. Quit changing stuff on me. With everything, I mean, you go from junior pro to middle school, different rules. You go from middle school to high school, different rules. You go from high school to college, different rules. When you go to college pros, different rules. Do you see anything with all the meetings that y'all have, statewide and whatnot? Do you see any rule changes coming to high school football?
Not as of right now. Those normally do not come out until April, May, June, toward late spring, early summer. That's normally when they come out. And all that would come from the NFHS, National Federation of High School Sports. That's what governs our rules. Yeah. And they'll have their spring meetings or whatever to change things. But they always there's going to be something because there always is, or the points of emphasis is what gets us. Because if it's a point of emphasis, you can guarantee you that's all the officials are going to be looking for is whatever that is. Yeah. So
are they going to, when they do these rule changes for the high school level? Is it more procedural rule changes, or is it, all right, we're not going to have kickoff anymore, we're going to line up like the pros do?
No, I think first off they probably look at safety. I mean, especially in football, that's the number one goal: make sure it's as safe as possible. But then besides that, it's what they're seeing around the country. Yeah. Is this a problem just in this area, or is it a problem throughout the country? And then the powers that be meet on it and decide from there. And and some of it is procedural, but I think they always start with safety first and move from there.
I got another one too.
You got to watch me and Jared. We're bad. We'll ramble.
We're not. How much better? Like I've noticed this. Like I knew we had a good kicker this year.
Yeah.
With Golden Boot, with Al. But every time we went and played somebody else, they had good kickers too.
Yeah.
Like when we were playing, and I've just said there's better athletes now. Like we had a boot. I mean, I've done some kicking. I think you've done some kicking too.
Oh yeah.
Like these kids now, like they're kicking it out the back of the end zone every time.
Yeah.
And I mean, field goals. And we was on a hope and a prayer to get the field goal. I mean, I'm serious.
We were glad to make the extra points.
That's what I was talking about. Extra point. Field goals out of question.
Yeah, we
It
kicking.
wasn't a field goal. It was just extra points. But like we struggled with that. Like we were kicking our own team in the back of the head. They would go way off to the right or barely make it over the crossbar.
Wow.
I think we played 2 games my freshman year with the field goal unit in the practice.
Yeah.
And then after those two weeks, it was like, we're not trying this anymore. Well, there's no Mac. Don't worry about long snapping anymore.
Yep.
We may not even punt at this point.
We just always put a shoe on and a strap on somebody.
Yeah.
Usually a bigger guy.
Yeah.
Give him a 3-step drop, and he just walked to it and kicked it.
Yeah.
The kicking game's a lot better.
Yeah, it's changed. It's definitely changed.
Yeah. And the Golden Boot, man, he is something special.
Yes.
He is just a good kid.
Yep.
He is just a good kid.
We really enjoyed having him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaron used to say, like, I think it was after that game-winning kick that he hit. I think it was the 4th or 5th game. That was awesome. It was like every game after that, as soon as we passed the 40, Jaron was like, might be big out time.
Might be in this room.
Yeah. His ears perked up.
I will tell you this as a coach, to tell you this, you as a coach. I went to one of the wrestling matches, and Vicente's walking down the steps, and I said, Golden Boot, go give him trouble now. And he looked at me and said, Mr. Mack, it's wrestling season. It's not football anymore. So, I mean, you got some real good kids on the team.
And we do.
And to me, as somebody that works in the community, I know the parents have a lot to do with it, and believe me, his parents have a lot to do with it. But y'all as coaches and y'all as a school, I can't say anything other than great. How y'all do and
thank you.
Build a community with these kids.
Well, when you think about it, from almost from June through November, we're around them a lot more than the parents are around them. I mean, we got them throughout the school day, then another few hours at practice, and I know during that part of the year, I see my players more than I see my own family, and it's the same. But like you said, it's a it's a community-wide thing. I mean, it's, awesome. Parents we have great parents, great kids, and, the expectations are there, and, they know what they have to do.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right.
Well,
I've got, the only other thing I got left to do, Belleville doesn't have a water tower, right?
No, we got tanks.
You got
tanks.
You got Jody's tanks.
We got 2 water tanks.
We could put the names on Bernie's.
Yeah.
That might be pretty cool. Yeah. Anyways, let's just hypothetical water tower. We can put it on the Claxon water tower, but let's do your water tower. Who the best players?
And I do it for everybody, Coach. This is your water tower. You could put on there. We've had people put teams. We've had people put players. We've had people put a sport.
Yeah. Who you played with, your coach.
And I don't want to hear no drama and no talk back. This is your water tower. And I'll tell you, I'm starting to get a little physical about this. So this is your water tower.
Oh my! That having done this for that long, we have had a lot of really good players. I guess the first one I would put up there, a lot of y'all may not know him. He was from Bryan County. Is David Freeberg. He graduated in 2020.
Yeah.
Yep. So his last season was 2019. Great player. Only played 2 years of high school football just because of the distance traveling. He had to wait till he could drive to come to practice and things like that. But when he left Pinewood, he went to Reinhardt. Played 4 years of football at Reinhardt. Actually went up there to play football and do track. He was going to triple jump for them. Ended up throwing the javelin. He was a 2-time NAIA national champion in javelin, set the NAIA record. The last Olympics, he was in the Olympic trials.
Whoa.
And he's training for the next one. I think he actually got hurt, or had some nagging injuries. He took some time off, but definitely looking at body of work, he's one of
An Olympian.
The first ones that I would put up there, and like I say, not.
You can do a bunch of stuff like that. It's so impressive to me.
Yeah. But as somebody,
we know we didn't throw
They wouldn't have let us have no javelin when I was coming up.
But no, we're very proud of him and what he's been able to go on and do, and and like I say, not very well known in this area, just not from being growing up around here.
David Freeberg.
Yep, David Freeberg.
Right.
Yep.
Shout out.
So how many I got left? 3 more.
Yeah.
4
more.
You can do however many you want.
It's your water tower.
You can just have David up
and
there.
it could be people, like I say, it could be people you play with or whatever. I mean, this is his water tower.
Well, I'm just thinking I'll just go modern era.
Okay.
We'll go modern era.
That's what I did.
That's
what I did.
Easiest way. Other one I'd have to put, my oldest son Mick. He was a horse. He could play. Just finished up at Mercer, his 4th year at Mercer. So he's had a good career. Corbett McGregor is another one. Offensive lineman. Played at Georgia Southern. He was one of these linemen that was an athlete.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people think of linemen as just being, big dudes. He was that, but he could play, and also, I think 2 or 3 times state champion in wrestling, also in the heavyweight division. So
heavyweight is very impressive.
Yeah.
I watched some of that the other day.
And a lot of the years he won it, he was underweight by about 50 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, so he could go. Walker Todd, another college player. He's a GMC
Mud
player.
puppy.
He made some of the most impressive catches I've ever seen on a football field, and just being able to watch him live and was something. And growing up, he was a basketball guy.
Yeah.
But he got to play in football, fell in love with it, and has done a great job up at GMC. And hopefully he's got more in front of him. Banks Booth, quarterback from the last few years. He could do it. You watch him, you see him walk in that door, you would think, no, that ain't that cat.
Right.
But as far as a true quarterback, true passer, true competitor, baseball player.
He was like an 8th grader when he threw in the state champion.
Yeah, won game 3 in the state championship as 8th grader.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, he's got ice in his veins. He could go. But if I had to just off the rip, modern era, that's probably who I would go with.
That's a good go.
All right. Well, I appreciate. I mean, that's all I got. I mean,
I do have one thing.
Yeah.
I would like to know this is gonna put you on pressure, and I don't mean to do that.
Yeah, you do.
But when you think back, what class of athletes, and when I say, I'm gonna say class because that'll give you a good window of multiple years. What was your best put together team, you think? Looking, and
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, probably. I got 2 that were 2015. We ended up getting beat in the 2nd round. There were 2 undefeated teams facing each other. We got beat in the 2nd round, and I think a 1-score game, one of the best games I've ever been involved with. We were pretty stacked that year, and then in I guess it'd be fall of 2020. I think that's the year. Yeah, 2020. Yeah, we were loaded. That's when Corbett McGregor was a senior, and all that group that we had a ton of linemen in there that were really good. That's Mick's junior year, and that class was loaded. That was 2 back-to-back classes that we had a lot of kids.
What year did y'all go to FPD to play for a state championship?
That would have.
Was it FPD or?
No, we played FPD in the semifinals in 07.
Okay.
2007.
I went and watched I think it might have been the state game at Tatnall Square.
Yeah, that was 07.
With DeAndre Smelter.
Smelter.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I remember him.
He could play.
Yeah, I remember one play where Lane
Broke the sideline.
Yep. And Smelter just like ran with him for a little bit. I don't know if he did this
He
on purpose.
ran past him and then came back. And,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hit him right into the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did it on purpose, but that
Yeah,
was
he
like, he's just toying with it.
Let me tell you something.
So that was 07. I was thinking it was 06.
Let me tell you something.
Tell us something.
A lot of people don't know this story, but and Lane, I'm sorry. But I grew up with Lane. Me and Lane went to church together. His mama was our wonderful Wednesday lady.
Shout out Kelly Smith.
I'm telling you, Lane was a good athlete. But me and him, he was a sophomore and I was a freshman, got invited to go to the University of Georgia's football camp. And I went the whole week. He went for half a week. So I'd already seen the talent that we were up against. And it was like I had no business being there. Lane, he had a little bit of business being there. And the first day of that second half of the week, they just replayed the first week or the first half of the week again. So I knew we were fixing to do 40s and everything. And I was like, yeah, Lane's fixing to hurt some feelings up here, boy. Lane's fixing, because he was the fastest kid I remember growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, like when I was growing up, like Lane was the fastest kid. And Lane, I'm sorry, but they put some big guy up against him because it was 2 lanes of 40s going, and that guy smoked him. And I just remember looking at myself going, I have no business playing college football. Like, no business playing college football. If this big thing just outran one of the best athletes in my town, I mean, like flat outran him. But anyway, Lane was an awesome athlete.
Yeah.
All through.
My dad playing flag football, he'd be like, that's the fastest white boy I ever seen.
And he was always our running back.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it was and I think like half of your football team from 06 to 09 went to the Methodist Church in Claxton. I mean, I'm serious. Literally, it was Gordon, Trent would come, Lane, Possum. Dude, I mean,
That's a character right there.
I can't remember. I mean, it was like it was like the only Claxton kid there, and all of them were Pinewood football. So it was but yeah, I mean, you always gonna say like your age group was good, but that was to me. And
That was good. Yeah, that was a good one.
The reason I asked that question because I just remember like that you had some athletes. You had some,
they were that was a good group. That was a real good group.
But yeah, old Lane, I'm sorry, buddy, if you're watching, but you did get smoked in that 40, and I still love you.
All right. Well, Coach, I appreciate you coming by.
Thank y'all for having me.
So
Thank y'all for having me. Appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
That'll be it for the show. Thank you for watching. Catch you next time. Oh, this was episode 10. I mean, that's an accomplishment, right?
That is episode 10.
I mean, most.
Multiply that times 3 is how many points Alabama got.
Hey!
That was a good one. That was a